Hey everybody, Matumbo here. Welcome back to the channel, and today we are playing some more Historic here on Magic Arena, and we are again going to keep exploring cards that were reprinted in Amonkhet Remastered, and we are bringing back some companionship here in this deck. So real quick, however, as always, before we hop into today's deck, if you enjoy the channel and are not yet subscribed, please hit that subscribe button, that like button, check out all of the cool links in the description down below, and join the Discord. So anything you do to help the channel would be amazing. So let's hop right into today's deck, and we are calling it Doom Pact. So we're calling it Doom Pact again because we're playing one of our favorite Orzhov cards, Doom Foretold. Crazy enchantment that basically says on each player's turn they have to sacrifice a permanent. If they can't, this gets sacrificed and we get 2 life, they lose 2 life. We get a 2/2 white knight and we get to draw a card. So that's typically what that is. But then also we're playing a card called Demonic Pact. So again, this is a reprint from Amonkhet. This is a 4-mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, choose one that has not been chosen. So it has 4 different modes and we have to choose a different one each time. Essentially, we're going to have to pick all of these at some point. So we can deal 4 damage to any target and we gain 4 life. We can have our opponent discard 2 cards. We can draw 2 cards ourselves, or we can lose the game. So obviously we're never wanting to choose lose the game. So we're going to combo that with cards like Doom Foretold. Doom Foretold, again, on our turn, we can sacrifice our Demonic Pact to the Doom Foretold. We can also sacrifice, when we need to, Demonic Pact to final payment to pay for the extra cost here to destroy target creature. So this lets us pay 5 life or sacrifice a creature or enchantment. So that's another card that we can sacrifice here. We can reset it with Flicker of Fate. We can exile a target creature or enchantment, then return it to the battlefield under our control. And then we can also Yorion, and we're playing 1 companion and 1 in the main deck. So Yorion, again, cool, probably the coolest companion in my opinion. When it comes into play, you get to remove as many non-land permanents as you want on your side of the board, and then they all come back into play at the end of the turn. So there's a ton of cool things we can do. We get an extra trigger off of the Elspeth Conquer's Death. We can create this like loop where we get to do this every turn with Charming Prince, because Charming Prince also gets to exile another creature we control. So we can exile the Yorion. And then at the end of the turn, Yorion comes back into play. We can target everything, and then next turn, everything just happens again. So it's just going to give us a bunch of just really, really good utilization in regards to enter the battlefield effects. We have Burglar Rats. We have 3 copies of these. Again, this is good with Yorion if we're doing this in like a loop. We get to make them discard a card every turn. Another card that we get to flicker, which is really cool. Another card that got reprinted, Trial of Ambition. When it comes into play, target opponent sacrifices a creature, and it is an enchantment. This does get bounced to your hand if you play a cartouche, but we're not playing cartouches, so we're not really too worried about that. So we're also playing for Oath of Caius to deal 3 damage and gain 3 life. We have 4 copies of Treacherous Blessing. This 3-mana enchantment lets us draw 3 when it comes into play, but it does ping us every time we play a spell while it's in play. But the good thing about that is, though, is we can sacrifice it to final payment, so we don't actually take the damage there. What else do we have? We have 3 copies of Thoughtseize. We have 1 copy of Gideon of the Trials. This is another way to get around the Demonic Pact. So if we have 1 mode left, typically we'd be holding this in our hand unless we just had to have it in play. But let's say it's we've just picked the 3rd mode. Now it's our main phase. We can cast Gideon and then use his bottom 0 ability that says you get an emblem with, as long as you control a Gideon Planeswalker, you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. So again, that's something we could look at doing. We have 1 copy of Elspeth's Nightmare, just as to kill a creature and to remove graveyards, because again, graveyards are pretty important now. There's just a ton of stuff going on. We have 3 copies of Wrath to wipe the board. We have a couple of copies of Gonti, because Gonti's really fun, and it's really cool when we get to flicker it with either Flicker of Fate or Yorion. We have 1 Chupacabra for the same reason. We have 1 Vraska's Contempt just in case we need to get rid of anything. And then we have 1 copy of Cleansing Nova, just in case we run into Solemnity and 9 lives, because we have no way to interact with that. So if somebody wants to get cute, drop their little combo and then just see what we have. Well, I guess we could also get them to sack stuff to Doom Foretold, but if they can out permanent us, we have 1 copy here of Cleansing Nova to destroy all artifacts and enchantments, or we can use it as another Wrath if we need to. So we have a bunch of land here. We're playing 33 land, and really the only notable difference here is we're playing 1 Scavenging Ground. Again, we can sacrifice this because it is a desert to itself to exile all cards from all graveyards. Again, a ton of graveyard-based decks going around, and you know, whether it's like God Pharaoh's Gift or Reanimator or Crazy Golgari shenanigans, there's just a ton of cards that or decks that actually mess with the graveyard. So we want to be able to have some kind of interaction for that. All right, well, again, let's hop right into the gameplay and just stay tuned, watch all the games, and we will talk about what we liked in the wrap up. So see you guys soon. All right, well, time to play some Doom Pact. These games will probably be pretty longish, unless we just completely get wrecked. So there's always the chance for that. I don't really like this hand, and our opponent's on a mulligan, so I'm fine with that. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. We're gonna put back a... we're gonna put back a Plains. Okay, let's draw a... I didn't want to draw a Temple of Silence there, but it kind of worked out. Okay, so they're Bond of Flourishing. We get to see what they take, which is good. Because... oh, they're just taking a land, so they're a little land screwed here. Bag of Holding? What? Go home, Elf Deck, you're drunk. Oh, let me read this. Whenever you discard a card, okay. Hold on, let me read this. 4 mana to do that. Okay, so they're probably going to get a Plains here. We're just going to get a Swamp. Doesn't really slow us down in any form or fashion. I'm very curious as to what exactly they're doing. Let's go ahead and play this. And we have nothing else to do, so we'll grab Yorion. So they are aware that we have a Yorion in our hand at any given point. So would really love to hit one of our many permanents that come into play and stay in play. Holy moly. So that's what they're doing. Interesting. Well, we're going to keep Vraska's Contempt up. So they have enough this. They topped it. I wonder what they get here. Maybe they go to combat first for some reason. Okay.
My allies are counting on me.
Choose an artifact. So what big artifact can they get from their sideboard? that we're worried about. I don't think we're actually worried about anything here. I'm more worried about this Thran temporal. Mirror shield. Eh? Has hexproof. I mean, we're just going to go ahead and kill this Karn. They're probably trying to set up some shenanigans that we're not really wanting to deal with. Make a Gonti here. Oh, yeah. We'll play with dragons. We like dragons. And then we're going to Yorion next turn. And then, assuming we're still alive, because who knows what's going to happen off of Grand Temporal Gateway. Then we'll play Doom Foretold after that. Yeah, you have to discard first. To the bottom. Well, that's good. Alright, well, we're going to get in. They're going to take 2. And we're going to go ahead and Yorion. We're going to get 1 more card off of Gonti. I mean, yeah. We're doing things. So what do they do here? Okay, so that guy is blessing to draw a card. Doesn't really do anything. Parhelion, does Parhelion do anything? Oh, and they conceded. Okay. Well, good game. Good game. Not really sure what your deck was, but I did enjoy the fact that it was original. And we were actually a little scared because things were probably going to happen if we did not leave anything unchecked. So, and so with that being said, that crazy green deck, we will go into game 2. We will hydrate. Let's see. So we actually have permanents to play. Kind of exciting. That last game against the green deck, we didn't really have anything to do, so. All right. Well, this is unfortunate. Playing against these gobos. Huh. Did not expect... I never expect them to sack Skirk Prospector. They must have a... No. They must have another Skirk Prospector. Okay. The question is, which one is more important to kill? And I think it's the Chieftain. I mean, next turn we get to kill the Skirk Prospector, which is fine. Oh, this could be bad. Chieftain and Krenko. Yeah, we have to get rid of this Prospector. 1,000%. The Wrath is actually a really good draw there. All right, let's go get a Plains. Let's play a Chupacabra. So we're kind of putting stuff together. Alright, a Chieftain. Don't really care. Instigator. Care a little bit. Really, only because... I guess it doesn't matter. Franco's going to be really hard to deal with. We really need Yorion. Huh. That works. That's probably one of the best draws in our deck. That's pretty good also. A second enchantment. Man, that was a really good draw. Oh. And we lose because goblins. Wow, how ridiculous is goblins? Man, goblins. What do you do against that? I still think the Skirk Prospector is the main problem. So, and we're trying the camera over here today as opposed to over here. Need you guys to give us feedback on that. All right, opponent goes first. We can keep this. This is an alright hand. Let's get another basic of some kind. I think we actually keep that with the Oath. So what are they playing? They'll probably discard a land. I have a feeling they're playing the very land-heavy deck. Maybe Errata? Oh no, another Clothis, okay. We just need to not put cards in the graveyard? Yeah, I don't want to flicker here. Flicker adds another card to the graveyard. Doesn't really do much. Yeah, we'll go ahead and get back the Yorion. Are they gonna stomp? Wow. They stomped our friend. Do they play the Bone Crusher here? No, Questing Beast, okay. Okay, well. Play our Singleton Ravenous Chupacabra. Let them exile their own card. This is, I mean, honestly kind of amazing. So let's go ahead and gain some life. Get him to pitch a card. I mean, we're gonna... Oh, really? Not even the 3-mana Rada. They have 4-mana Rada. Okay. I'm surprised. Yeah, I think Doom Foretold is better here. So if they try to kill this in response, we actually can flicker. Oh my god, I did not expect that. So let's go ahead and prevent that from happening. All right, we're gonna give him a choice. They can get rid of Clothis or Samut. Commanding Dragon, holy smokes. So if we sack the rat, we take 6. If we don't sack the rat, we take 5. Oh, freaking. But we're at 1. We are at 1. Okay. We go up to 3. We have to dodge a questing beast here. Alright, perfect. Bone Crusher. That's fine. Is there anything we want back particularly? No. We're gonna go and play our land. Elspeth Conquers Death doesn't really do anything. Okay, so this is gonna put us back at 5. That's a good draw. I mean, do you really want to... You're giving it haste and trample? We're definitely going to kill it. Alright, let's get rid of that. Let's go ahead and get Gideon out. Give ourselves an emblem. We have scavenging grounds just in case. And
that's enough.
Start the beats. We're gonna gain 3 so we can survive a questing beast. And yep. All right, well, good game. That was pretty good. We were down to 1 at one point, so we still haven't drawn any demonic packs. Uh-oh, we are against Gabe Chill. Don't have any white mana. I think we have to mulligan. All right, we're gonna get rid of Elspeth's Nightmare. This shows it at the bottom, right? Yeah. I think as long as we don't see a mountain on turn 1. But we need Gabe Chill to join the game. So let's get our little dragon friend to wave to us. Hey. There we go. Perfect, perfect. So I think we're actually gonna we should probably set up a scry this turn. Actually, pretty good. Let's take a look here. I do kind of want both of these. All right. You did it. Hooray. All right, we got a full grip. Oh, so they're playing Esper. Okay. They are actually just playing Demonic Pact, as are we. I don't know if we want... I guess we do. Alright, so I have a feeling they're probably going to hit us with the discard 2 here. Oh no, draw 2, okay. Sure thing. Alright, Demonic Pact. Discard 2 cards. Well, we're going to draw 2 cards. Oh, okay. Sure thing. Sure thing. Oh, we totally goofed. We totally goofed. Didn't even realize it. Okay, so we're going to be taking 4. So they have to flicker this in some way. So let's go ahead and take 4. Take 2 more. Yeah, and then they can't get rid of their own Demonic Pact. So, wow. Awesome. Did not expect that. So yeah, so even though we goofed by targeting our own Treacherous Blessing to try to draw more cards with it, which you can't do, if you guys don't understand what happened, so that, remember, Demonic Pact has 4 modes. You're choosing a different mode every turn as long as it hasn't been picked yet. So they had done 3 out of the 4, and the 4th mode is you lose the game. And since they weren't able to reset it or get rid of it, they lost the game. So we're definitely going to keep this. This is a really strong hand against an aggro deck. especially since we're going first and we have a 2-drop to get rid of a creature. But we're not playing against an aggro deck, of course, so... Alright, what are we playing against? It's like a really weird mill / control deck. We're going to draw 3 here. And we're going to go ahead and discard a... I think we discard an Oath of Kaya. I don't really know if we should have Rats or not. It looks like we should have Rats. Oh, okay. So this is a God Pharaoh's Gift deck. We really need to get to our Graveyard Hate. I think we actually should have just drawn 3 more cards there. I think that would have been better. Yeah, I mean, we're gonna block. Alright, well, we are going to discard a Demonic Pact and a Trial of Ambition. So we really want to get to either our graveyard or our Graveyard Hate or our Elspeth Conquers Deaths, I feel like. So let's go ahead and see if we can hit a God Pharaoh's Gift here. This is a very painful Thoughtseize. Okay, we're definitely going to take that. And this is very, very painful. Oh, and they quit. Why would you quit there? Because we got rid of that? All right, well, heading into game number 6 against Kim1 or Kimmy, depending on how you want to pronounce that. We're going first. We're going to keep this. We can scry and then into a removal. Of course, we hit that there, so we're not scrying for 2, we're scrying for 1, which is fine. Mindstone. What are we playing against? Do we want to... No. I think it's best to just go ahead. Let's just go ahead and set up a scry here. Thoughtseize is probably good. Hopefully next turn we can Oath of Kaya, kill something, and Thoughtseize them. Maybe not. So definitely still gonna Thoughtseize. Holy smokes. And so I'm going to play this to force them to be devil. We'll go ahead and make an emblem. Remember, we only have 1 Gideon in our deck, so... Alright, so Magma Quake is going to hit here. Is Magma Quake an instant? Sure is.
We still have a chance.
Alright, well. I am a little worried, not gonna lie. So we're doing this to put a clock on. So we're gonna... We kinda just want to... We have to hope that they just miss their land drops. So... They can be Devil... Yorion, that's fine. Eldest Reborn. Now we have our own version of that. Kinda works the same way. They are one land away now. The good thing is, though... So they can't cast Ugin here, even if they draw a land, because it costs 10 mana. Alright, so... How greedy are we? Creature or planeswalker? So we get Burglar Rat back. We can hit both of these because we can cast Yorion. Oh yeah. We're good. We're good. Maybe we're not. We need something really good here. Treacherous Blessing was an okay draw, but oh, Burglar Rat's really good. I think we've accidentally kind of hit ourselves into a win here. Because if they get back Ugin and -5 here, all they're getting rid of is Yorion. Whereas we get all of the cards back. And They could go in our graveyard and get a Gideon, but that would be a really big waste of an Elspeth Conquers Death. Or, I'm sorry, of an Eldest Reborn. Because we do just attack Gideon. Okay. I would like to point out that that just happened. They must have drawn a Magma Quake or something along those lines. We're gonna scry. Oh yeah. GG's. I mean, we're just gonna attack. Oh, good game. Come on, we're trying to say good game. Good game. Wow, that was actually a really good game. So, power of Yorion, flickering, and didn't even need a Demonic Pact, but still want to play it. Oh man, that was super fast. Edomorphic, that's who we're playing. Alright, what are we looking at here? I think we can keep this. As long as we draw one land, I think we're good. Okay, we're keeping that. So I wonder if this is going to be like a Dorat deck. Oh. This guy, huh? Okay, so this is a feather deck? Well, we are going to go ahead and kill that while we can. Okay. I'd love to hit an untapped land here. Don't hit an untapped. But we get to see their hand. They have all of the God's Willings. Yeah, so I think that was all right. So probably Defiant Strike into Defiant Strike on their turn. Hit us for 3. Draw 2 cards. Remember, we are getting rid of their graveyard, so they have to make the most of it right now. Really, God's willing. Sure? I do not agree with that play at all. So why wouldn't you just use the Defiant Strike that's in your graveyard? Now you've lost 2 Defiant Strikes that you don't get to utilize. And You've tapped out of white, so we actually get to do this now? And if you want to rage here, that's fine. That's another card out of your hand that we're getting. Yeah, we're gonna take another damage. Hopefully we can hit one of their feathers or something. I mean, I'll take a shock, that's fine. Something they might not expect in a couple turns if they have a creature in play. Sure thing. Sure thing. You want a God's Willing too? I mean, I guess it didn't really take that many turns to benefit off of that. Yep. Wow. That was pretty powerful. They just made some questionable decisions. Again, using the God's Willing in the graveyard for no reason at all. They could have drawn an extra card. So they end up with the same amount of cards, right? They end up drawing 2 cards at that turn. However, they're going to have 1 extra card in their hand because they didn't utilize one of the Defiant Strikes in their hand. So that could have potentially, that 1 Defiant Strike could have actually turned into 2 more cards after that. However, they decided just to go ahead and use that one, and then they lost the 2 once we got rid of their graveyard. So that's really on them. All right, everybody, welcome back to the wrap-up, and we really killed it with this deck. We didn't get to do exactly what we wanted to do with Demonic Pact, but we did get to see one of our opponents actually lose because they played their own Demonic Pact and then had no way of getting rid of it. So that was actually kind of fun. I'm glad we got to see that because that's something that could have potentially happened to us in one of our games, but luckily we were able to just get through our games, win a bunch. We went 6-1 in games. We lost to goblins. I actually thought we were stabilizing against goblins, and then they just, on an empty board, cast Muxus and hit a Haster and a couple other goblins, and those other 2 goblins didn't really matter. It was just the fact that they hit a Muxus with a Haster, and that alone was enough damage to put us away because we were so low. We were at like 7 or 8. So, yeah. But I'm really happy with this deck. This deck's a lot of fun. I played quite a bit of Orzhov Yorion back in Standard, and it does make sense that this translates over to Historic really well because of the fact, you know, we have Thoughtseize, we have the Trials, the Demonic Pacts, Wrath of God. Wrath of God is huge. I can't believe they reprinted that, and Thoughtseize. Getting the Trial. We just have so many cards that fit into an Orzhov shell for this. It's just a lot of fun. I highly recommend playing this deck. This version, I would say, is probably not ultra competitive, but I do think this is actually one of those decks that's actually going to stick around for quite some time. And I think it will make a dent in the format at some point and actually do a lot of winning. So this is something I would just kind of, you know, if this is the main deck that you play, keep playing it. You know, keep tweaking it. Give me different lists to try because this is one of the decks that I love playing. It's really just in my wheelhouse of my play style. So yeah, so anytime you have a really good updated list of this, please send it my way because I will definitely play it. Other than that, though, just, you know, keep it on the back burner. You know, if this isn't necessarily your style of deck, just keep a copy of it in your deck list and just be ready to play it or, you know, test with it. Because again, it's really, if you get the loop going where you're getting to Yorion every turn with Charming Prince and Burglar Rats and, you know, Othakaya, Treacherous Blessing, it's really hard to get out of that lock. Because they're just you're gonna run out of cards and you're gonna be taking 3 every turn, and yeah. So yeah, give it a try. That's all I gotta say about that. So I really hope you guys are enjoying your week so far. I'm having a great week. Again, had my birthday earlier in the week. You know, you guys are amazing for telling me happy birthday, so thank you for sticking through to the end of the video, and you know, actually wishing happy birthday to me means a lot to me. So if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. It helps out. Check out all those links below. Discord, Patreon, anything. Just check it out. Join our Discord, come hang out. Hit that like button, subscribe, share the video with your friends. We're on our way to 5,000 subscribers. We're going to do a giveaway at 5,000. Don't know what we're going to do yet, but we are definitely going to do a giveaway at 5,000. So get your friends who like just chill Magic content to subscribe. So, all right, with that being said, you guys have a great rest of your day, or rest of your week. Stay safe. We will see you guys next time. Remember, this channel would not exist without such amazing viewers and subscribers. Thank you so much for interacting with the channel and helping grow the community. And a very big special thank you to the Patreons listed here for supporting the channel.